Hello, I'm Lara Kulchersan and this is Newsfeed, your dose of what people are talking about online. Just a month after stepping down from the presidential race, Joe Biden returned to the spotlight at the Democratic National Convention on Monday. He was greeted with a long-standing ovation from loyal supporters as he delivered a farewell speech to the party he's served for nearly 50 years.
The work and prayers of centuries have brought us to this day. What shall our legacy be? What will our children say? Let me know in my heart, when my days are through, America, America, I gave my best to you.
In what could be one of his final major addresses, Biden chose to quote a line from one of his favorite songs, American Anthem, "America, I gave my best to you." But did he really? Ilyas breaks down the Biden administration's record, both the successes and the shortcomings, through a global lens.
Under Biden's leadership, the U.S. spearheaded a robust vaccination campaign. This effort not only protected millions of American lives, but also played a crucial role in global vaccine distribution, helping to curb the pandemic's spread worldwide. Building on the success of the vaccination campaign, Biden introduced the American Rescue Plan, which is a comprehensive relief package that stabilized the U.S. economy during the pandemic. This plan had far-reaching effects, contributing to global economic recovery and providing a blueprint for other nations dealing with economic fallout. Looking toward the future, Biden pushed through the bipartisan infrastructure bill, which is predicted to have lasting benefits. By investing heavily in U.S. infrastructure, this bill aims to strengthen global trade, improve supply chain reliability, and boost international confidence in the U.S. economy. Biden also took a significant step on the global stage by rejoining the Paris Agreement. This move, along with other climate initiatives, reaffirmed that the U.S.'s commitment to combating climate change, helping to restore international trust in American leadership on the critical issue. However, not all of Biden's actions were met with approval. The chaotic and abrupt withdrawal from Afghanistan stands as one of the administration's most criticized decisions. The swift takeover by the Taliban led to a humanitarian crisis and widespread condemnation of evacuations handling. The Afghanistan withdrawal was just one part of a broader critique of Biden's foreign policy. His approach to China, the handling of the Ukraine conflict, and the overall strategy for maintaining U.S. leadership in global politics have been inconsistent. Critics argue that these missteps have weakened America's standing on the global stage. Domestically and internationally, rising inflation and economic instability have been significant issues. Under Biden's watch, these economic problems have had a ripple effect worldwide, contributing to broader global economic uncertainty. Finally, Biden's response to the Gaza war drew significant global criticism. The U.S. stance on the conflict, particularly its unwavering support of Israel, sparked tensions with international partners and led to widespread protests, both at home and abroad.
Biden's speech was not without its moments of conflict. Protests also erupted during his address. A group of pro-Palestinian demonstrators displayed a banner reading, "Stop arming Israel," leading to a tense confrontation as other attendees tried to tear the banner away. Referring to the recent ceasefire negotiations, Biden said he's working around the clock to prevent a regional war. This year's convention isn't just for politicians. Social media influencers are taking the stage too. In a move that marks a significant shift in strategy, the Democratic National Convention has allocated 5 speaking slots and issued credentials to more than 200 influencers.
This is it? Oh my God!
Speakers include Deja Fox, Nabela Noor, Carlos Eduardo Espina, Olivia Juliana and John Russell, who together reach over 24 million followers across social media platforms. This decision highlights the Democratic Party's effort to engage with young voters who consume most of their news through non-traditional media channels. With nearly half of Americans getting some of their news from social media and a third of adults under 30 relying on TikTok for news, this approach is an attempt to connect with a demographic that has become increasingly influential. But it's not just the Democrats who are tapping into this trend.
No matter your political background, that the best chance we have to give our babies a better life is to elect Donald Trump President of the United States.
Last month, conservative influencer Amber Rose, an actress and model, spoke on the first night of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. The Grand Old Party is also recognizing the importance of social media and the role it plays in shaping public opinion, especially among younger voters. But it's not the Republicans' only strategy. Trump supporters are also using AI-generated images and memes to boost his campaign and attack opponents, some of which get shared by the former president. This week, Trump shared a fake image of Vice President Kamala Harris at what looks like a communist rally, as well as a phony video of himself dancing next to one of his most local supporters, Elon Musk. He also reposted an AI-generated images of Taylor Swift and her fans, falsely implying Swift's endorsement. The rise in AI-generated content on social media is worrying experts, as it can be used to disseminate more misleading and believable disinformation. AI technology is making waves, though not always for the better. But as it evolves, platforms are expanding their offerings. OpenAI and global publishing giant Conde Nast have struck a deal allowing ChatGPT's search engine to display content from Vogue, The New Yorker, Wired, and GQ. OpenAI launched its AI-powered search engine in July, partnering with Conde Nast and other news publishers to integrate AI more deeply into news discovery and delivery, while upholding accuracy, integrity, and respect for quality reporting. Similar deals have also been made with the Associated Press, the Financial Times, Vox, Axel Springer, News Corp, Politico, France's Le Monde, and Spain's Prisa Media.
By tapping into Conde Nast's rich storytelling expertise, OpenAI aims to supercharge its AI language models. Expect ChatGPT to get even better, more accurate, more fluent, and more engaging.
Now, the next story is deeply troubling. In England and Wales, a black child is strip searched every 14 hours without an adult present. These figures come from the UK's Children's Commission based on police reports from 2018 to 2023. Although there has been a slight decrease, with black children now 4 times more likely to be searched compared to 6 times last year, the numbers remain alarming.
Although the numbers are coming down, they're still far too high. And we've got to remember these are children going through this most traumatic search. So it's far too high and for far too low a bar. Suspecting someone smells of drugs or has drugs just isn't a good enough reason to put children through this kind of experience. What police chiefs say to me is that they need to be able to do this, for serious crime. I'm saying a matter of life and death should be the highest bar if you're going to do them at all. There are so many other things the police can do rather than this intrusive, immediate, often in an inappropriate place search. There is a genuine disproportionality, both in terms of race and 95% of children strip searched are boys.
How does your country honor its sports legends? Let me guess. Money, a car, maybe a house. But in the Kenyan city of Eldoret, the approach has sparked controversy. Eldoret, known as the home of champions, recently unveiled 3 statues to honor its athletes, 2 women and 1 man. However, the statues received heavy criticism from their lack of resemblance to the athletes they were meant to represent. Social media users slammed the exaggerated and, frankly, embarrassing features, leading to an outcry. The backlash was so intense that authorities quietly removed the statues the night before Eldoret's city status ceremony.
The shame that this county has put us to the world, I cannot sit here and be silent. Why do we need all these statues in the town? Why? Our town now looks so ugly. than before. And I'm thinking, for us to have a city, must we have statues all over? Must we?
Well, Kenyan authorities aren't the only ones facing criticism over how they honor athletes. In Botswana, there's been an outrage on social media after the government asked citizens to donate money to reward Letsile Tebogo. Not sure who that is, Tebogo is the first African athlete to win the men's 200 meters at the Paris Games, bringing home Botswana's first ever gold medal. While his return sparked joy and excitement, that quickly faded when the government requested public donations to reward him. Many are questioning why they should cover the cost when they are actually paying taxes. Imagine rushing to the airport only to find out your flight is cancelled. And the reason? A pair of scissors went missing from a store near the boarding gates. It sounds like a joke, but it's actually happened at a Japanese airport. Hundreds of travelers were stranded when 36 flights were cancelled and 201 more were delayed at the new Chitose airport on the island of Hokkaido. The chaos started when security had to be rechecked to locate the missing scissors, as sharp objects are a serious security risk on flights. You can imagine how frustrated the passengers were. But here's the kicker, after all that trouble, the scissors were found in the same store the next day. Talk about a major inconvenience. Ever find yourself needing a quick snack or refreshing drink in a remote spot like the Great Wall of China? Well, no need to worry about that anymore because there's a new solution that has taken off and it's already a hit with tourists. A drone delivery service is now available at the Great Wall, offering visitors everything from food to medication. Tourists can simply scan a QR code at designated spots along the wall, place their order, and within minutes, a drone delivers the package to a designated landing area. The drones are also used to help maintenance staff by taking rubbish away. This service is Beijing's first ever drone delivery route, bringing a modern twist to an ancient monument that attracts over 10 million visitors annually. Let's take another look at our lead story, this time focusing on the fashion. The Democratic National Convention has been centered around Kamala Harris and her candidacy. But after the opening night, social media has been buzzing about what delegates wore. While some attendees opted for flashy styles, others went for a more folksy look, with many incorporating patriotic red, white, and blue accessories. Creative hats, glasses, jewelry, and vibrant clothing were all on display, with one clear goal of standing out. Several delegates mentioned that their cheerful attire reflects their renewed enthusiasm. However, what they wore was quite different from those who took the stage.
Let's start with our Vice President, Kamala Harris. She wore a bespoke, which means custom, Chloe suit in camel. Now, some people are saying it's a nod to Barack Obama. Remember when the far right criticized Obama for wearing a tan suit in the hot summer? The Vice President looked polished and professional, and it was something of a surprise speech that she gave. It was short and sweet. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, she wore a wool tweed suit in sort of an off-white with white pants, probably a nod to the suffrage movement. She talked a lot about shattering that glass ceiling, and here she is soaking in chants of lock him up. The respectable politicians never get in on that chant, but if anybody in the world gets to stand there and enjoy this chant, I think Hillary is the one person. Minnesota Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan. Now, she is Ojibwe, and she wore a long coat and dress by the designer Jamie Okuma. Go to her website if you want to see beautiful garments combined with gorgeous art. This is such a stunning look, and the coat and dress have really good movement, and then she paired them with the turquoise big hoop earrings. She could be my next governor. First Lady Dr. Jill Biden, she wore a lavender-colored Ralph Lauren jacket with white pants. Now, she may have been wearing the lavender color because purple is the sign of unity. It combines red and blue. Remember the inauguration when all the women wore purple? Then for her big speech at the end of the night, our First Lady switched into this blue sequined Ralph Lauren dress. Some people on Twitter were commenting that the First Lady wore this to get the attention of Taylor Swift. Sorry, folks, if she wanted Taylor Swift's attention, she could call her.
I wish I could call Taylor Swift. And that's our show. Find our latest stuff on YouTube and do subscribe to our channel. See you soon.